Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with another piece of Destiny news here. By the way, I'm just getting my blower on, because apparently I'm sweating and I need to cool down. So, anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, the final weekly update for the month of July from our friends at Bungie have just went live. And of course, here's what they were saying. This week at Bungie, we're grading one test and cramming for the next. So we already know that the Destiny 2 beta on PS4 and Xbox One is officially over. There have been millions of you that stood in the fires there of the tower and eventually fought back. Eventually in the homecoming mission there. And one of the brave souls who dove past the drill, like myself, even though I didn't die once in the drill. Maybe that all may change there. To infiltrate the inverted spire and defeat the Minotaur. They're already thanking us from the bottom of our hearts. Now, of course, in the Crucible, we played two new modes with those two maps, Endless Vale and Midtown. Those were the maps you were playing, and the two Crucible modes were Control and Countdown. Now, as mentioned from a previous video, they added a third mode called Survival. And again, not 100% sure on the other two modes yet, but there might be another YouTuber that has explained this information. There are also 3 new maps as well being added to the 10 that you will play in Destiny 2 in less than 6 weeks. We know we're going to have Vostok. We're going to have Altar of somethings, but I know it's on Mercury for sure. And there was one more there. I can't think of the name. I'm already embarrassed. But anyway, we know 5 of the 10 maps have already been revealed. The other 5 will be coming up in a few weeks. Now, since Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are done with the beta, look at the next page, folks. For the PC community, we know that there was going to be a rumored date for August 22nd. I was off by 1 week. It was actually an okay guess. But we have our actual release dates for the Destiny 2 beta on the PC. Now, there's going to be 2 versions. There's a closed and an open beta. Now, here's what we have coming up for the Destiny 2 beta. Now, the early access, which is the closed beta, that's for players that pre-ordered it, will play the beta 1 day early on August 28th. And of course, the open beta will run from August 29th through the 31st. So again, that'll be open to everybody who hasn't pre-ordered the game yet. Okay, so closed beta August 28th, and the open beta goes from the 29th through the 31st. Now, there are some requirements though for the PC. So again, here are the specs for what you're going to need to participate. Now, starting with the recommended specs. Now, this is under the CPU category. Now you have these two right here. You have an Intel Core i5-2400 and or an AMD Ryzen R5 1600X. Now again, I'm not really an electrician there, but I'm just reading what is said on the post right there. In the GPU category, you'll need either the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 and or the AMD Radeon R9 390. And of course, for the RAM, I'm pretty sure I know this one, you'll need at least 8 gigabytes to download this. Okay, so that's for the recommended spec category. The minimum spec for the CPU, the Intel Core i3-3250, no, that's a little different. The Intel Core i3-3250 and or the AMD FX 4350. Remember, these are just minimum specs. The GPU is a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660 2 gigabytes and or the AMD Radeon HD 7850 2 gigabytes. Okay, and of course for the RAM space, need about 6 gigabytes. Okay, now if you're upgrading, here's how it will run the game well. And remember, for FPS, which stands for frames per second, consoles only get 30, and PC will get 60. Okay, so here's the recommended category there. For the CPU category, the Intel Core i5-7400, and the GPU category, the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 6 gigabytes. Now, in the minimum category, the the GPU category would be Intel Pentium G4560, and for the GPU category, the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050, 2 gigabytes. And of course, for the Bungie's event machine, for the CPU category, it's an Intel i7 7700K, and for GPU, the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, 11 gigabytes. Okay, so these are all the specs for the beta. Again, I'm just explaining them as best as possible. I don't play anything on PC here, but I'm just trying to explain most of these specs as best as possible. Now, these specs could change before launch on the 24th of October. Okay, so it just all depends on how it will play out. Okay, now, of course, for the PC players prior to the beta, there will be more news and more details on how you get the most out of your first steps in the PC build. Okay, so yeah, I think that's basically the information for the PC. Now, apparently, I've explained this the last time here. There was a couple of videos. We had a trailer for one of our 2 pre-order bonuses here, and here's one of them that we'll play again right here. Now, of course, if you indeed missed it, here it is again.
Yo, VIP, let's kick it. Let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
Pre-order Destiny 2 and get the exotic rifle Cold Heart.
Sounds pretty cool right there. So that's one of the 2 pre-order bonuses that have now been added to Destiny 2. Of course, I've already explained it in the last video. Of course, if you've been listening to the beat of that music, I thought we were listening to, I heard it from the grapevine from, I think the head artist for that one, I think that was Marvin Gaye, the headband of CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's what it sounded like for a minute there. But anyway, so yeah, of course, everyone will get their chance to get their hands on the weapon here in Destiny 2, which is called the Cold Heart. The Cold Heart Trace Rifle. Okay. Now, if you want to be the first Guardian to use this, to trace your enemies with pure energy, well, of course, you can reserve yours right now by pre-ordering the game. All editions definitely count. Standard, limited, collectors, digital, etc., etc. All editions will accept not only the Cold Heart Trace Rifle, but another pre-order bonus that I just explained last time. And there was also a trailer for that. You can definitely check that out right now. It is the Kill Tracker Ghost. Now, if you don't know what it is, here's how it works. You can get the Kill Tracker Ghost by tracking your kills in both multiplayer and campaign. Now, of course, the campaign, you just kill enemies here and there. And I think for multiplayer, pretty sure that's for PvP. So, eventually kill Guardians in the PvP, and it'll count towards your statistics. Okay? So there you go. Sounds pretty cool. Now, finally, we're going to be discussing the Endgame Crucible. Okay? Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is Trials of Osiris right here. Now, this is the 3rd last weekend of Trials of Osiris. It's running from July 28th to the 31st. Everybody's saying, thank goodness, July is almost over. But it will be over very, very soon. Now, if you haven't reached rank 7 of your Age of Triumph record book yet, well, this weekend here is going to be your last chance to complete your milestones in Trials of Osiris before you have the opportunity to obtain the Age of Triumph t-shirt. Okay, so the deadline is August 1st, obviously. But of course, Monday, I believe it's July 31st, will be the last chance to eventually complete all of your milestones in the Trials of Osiris category. And there you go. But of course, this weekend here, the 28th to the 31st of July, this is not the final weekend of Trials of Osiris. No siree. The weekend from August 11th to 14th will be the final Trials of Osiris in not only Year 3, but Destiny 1 for good. And the other piece of information that we'll be talking about in PvP is Iron Banner. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will not only be the final Iron Banner of Year 3, but it's also going to be the final Iron Banner of Destiny 1 officially. You'll be heading to Failwinter Peak one last time to collect your bounties, and eventually try and get to rank 5 in Iron Banner one last time in D1. Now, we don't have the weapons displayed on the screen here because it's not in the weekly update this time. But of course, you'll be getting rewards like weapons and armor. You already know the whole 9 yards there. We know the game mode for sure, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to love this one. It's going to be Control. Okay, so weapon and armor rewards not on the Destiny page this time, but the game mode will be Control. Okay, so best of luck to all the Guardians in the final Iron Banner of Destiny 1, which runs August 1st through 8th. Okay, now, a couple more pieces of information before we go. There has been a rumored date for the Cold Hard Trace Rifle and for the Kill Tracker Ghost. Pretty sure you can, well, obviously you'll play it, but I don't think they'll become available until December 5th. Now, there is a rumored date on December 5th, folks. That could potentially be the date where we have our first DLC expansion being released. Now, there was a rumor that it's going to be called Shattered Suns. That would be our first DLC expansion. But again, December 5th, it's not a confirmed date. And again, way too early to discuss about this, but within the next coming weeks or months, hopefully we'll get more information on the actual release date and the expansion, first one, for D2. And one more piece of information before we go. Bungie/Activision will be attending Gamescom 2017. And again, they're going to be in Cologne, Germany. And again, Gamescom 2017, the final gaming conference of the summer, running August 22nd to 26th. It'll be our last conference before D2 launches in a couple of weeks. So looking forward to it, folks. Now, is there going to be a possibility we may see a D2 reveal stream at Gamescom? I sure hope so. And of course, Gamescom is only 4 weeks away, folks. So looking forward to seeing it. So that's all the piece of information that we need to discuss here, folks. And, oh man, less than 6 weeks away until launch, folks. For consoles, though. But of course, PC, well, gotta wait until the 24th. Less than 3 months, but hopefully it'll come sooner than later. And this is going to be an excellent time to subscribe to the channel, folks, because I will be doing a full walkthrough of the campaign, world quests, multiplayer, raid, etc., etc., etc. So definitely see plenty of Game 2 gameplay starting September 6th on the Xbox One. Now, if you are indeed a subscriber and you want to stay up to date on the latest gameplay content, hit that notifications button just by hitting that bell. If you are not a subscriber and you want to check this channel out even more, if you like the content, just hit that subscribe button, folks. Like I said, less than 15 subs away from 500. Let's get there before Destiny 2 launches, folks. That way we'll hit 500 for sure. Leave a like and a comment in the video section as well once again. And of course, if you want to see both the Cold Hard trailer and the Kill Tracker Ghost trailer, definitely check my channel out because both of those videos are up. Thank you again for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time for more of Destiny and Destiny 2. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.